Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about hemoglobin. So in this video we'll be talking about structural aspect of hemoglobin, different varieties of hemoglobin, how it's synthesized, what is fate of hemoglobin, different derivatives of hemoglobin in blood, and estimation, function, and some abnormal aspect. So let's get started. So starting with structure of hemoglobin. So we know hemoglobin is a red oxygen carrying pigment in RBC. So the red color of RBC is because of hemoglobin only. As name shows, heme and globin. So it consists of two parts. One is globin, which is a protein, and heme, which is iron containing pigment. Okay. So let us see first structure of heme. Heme is nothing but iron containing porphyrin. Okay. The name of hemoglobin, the name of heme is iron protoporphyrin. Okay. The porphyrin here is nothing but tetrapyrrole. As name shows, tetrapyrrole means 4 pyrrole rings. As you can see here, this is one pyrrole. Okay. So 4 pyrrole ring attached at corner. Okay. And we can see but 4 structure, but 4 pyrrole ring are joined with methane group. Okay. So 4 pyrrole ring joined by 4 methane bridges. Right. Then we have to see the side chains only to remember the structure. Okay. So if this is base of pyrrole ring, for example, this is pyrrole ring and this is base of pyrrole ring, and we can number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like this, if we number them, then at 1, 3, 5, 8, if we attach methyl, so 1 methyl at 3, 5 and 8. Okay. So at vinyl at 2 and 4. So at second position and fourth position we attach vinyl, which is CH2. Propionic acid at 6, 7. This is 6 propionic acid and this is 7th. Okay. So this way we form porphyrin. Okay. Where the which is attached to Fe2 positive. So this iron atom is Fe2 positive. Okay. So this is heme, one heme. Coming to globin, which is polypeptide chains. Polypeptide chains, as name shows, there are 4 polypeptide chains joined together: alpha 1, alpha 2, beta 1, beta 2. So 2 alpha and 2 beta units. Okay. So each polypeptide chain attaches with one heme group. So we have described heme group. So each polypeptide attaches with one. So if we talk about one hemoglobin, it have 4 iron atoms attached with 4 polypeptide chains, so iron is attached with 4 molecules of oxygen. Fine. So one iron is attaching with 1 molecule of oxygen. So one hemoglobin have 4 iron, 4 polypeptide and 4 molecule of oxygen attached to it. Okay. Now let's see varieties of hemoglobin. So adult hemoglobin, first of all, is the normal hemoglobin present in our blood. That is HbA, which is present 95%. Okay. 2 alpha and 2 beta chains makes HbA. Okay. Heme part will be same in every variety of hemoglobin, but differ is only polypeptide chain. So 2 alpha and 2 beta makes HbA, which is a normal hemoglobin. HbA2 is when from beta 10 amino acids differ and it form delta chain. So 2 alpha and 2 delta chain makes HbA2. Okay. Hemoglobin, which is present in fetus till 5 months of intrauterine life. So as you can see here age in months is given. Okay. So at birth the HbF approx disappear. Okay. So here you can see this is gestational age. So 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. Okay. So here around birth of a child. Okay. So here you can see the HbF which was high around mid semester, or we can say second and third semester, the HbF was very high. Then toward birth it decreases and HbA start increasing. So this blue color is HbA. Okay. This starts increasing. So at birth 90% is HbA, HbF decreases. Fine. So fetal hemoglobin is basically present during intrauterine life, and it has very high affinity for oxygen because mother blood is having oxygenated and deoxygenated mix in heart of fetus, because the fetus heart is not developed and there are holes you'll study in further classes. But just remember here that oxygenated and deoxygenated blood mixes in fetus, and that's why we need something which have great affinity for oxygen. That's why HbF is there in fetus. Okay, but even if after birth it doesn't decrease and there is persistent of HbF, that is called thalassemia. Okay, so fetal hemoglobin, so HbA, HbA2 and HbF, that is fetal hemoglobin. The last is HbS. So what is HbS? Is basically hemoglobin S. So where in beta chain at position 6 one glutamic acid is replaced by valine, so only one amino acid differ. So this HbS is, this hemoglobin is in reduced form, it precipitate into crystals. Okay, the cell membrane damage which increases fragility. Fragility means capacity to burst. Okay, ability to burst, and it becomes sickle shaped, so viscosity increase of blood, and obviously to spleen, passes through spleen, it will be destructed, and that's why destruction of RBCs occur, causes sickle cell anemia. Okay, variety of hemoglobin. Then comes synthesis of hemoglobin. So synthesis of hemoglobin occur here in mitochondria. The two succinyl CoA combine with glycine to form pyrrole ring, and 4 pyrrole ring form protoporphyrin. Okay, that protoporphyrin attaches with iron and form heme. Heme with polypeptide chains form hemoglobin. Okay, having 2 alpha and 2 beta chains. Fine, there are some factors which affect this hemoglobin synthesis. Those are protein, obviously we need for globin synthesis, iron for heme synthesis, okay, copper and calcium and vitamin B12 for absorption of iron, and cobalt is needed for conversion of Fe3 positive ferric ion, which we intake in food to be converted into ferrous form, right? Then vitamin C and B12, which is needed for RBC synthesis. We know that erythropoiesis series is there, so we need all these nutrition during erythropoiesis in bone marrow. Okay, and one more thing here important is hemoglobin, which starts appearing in RBCs in intermediate normoblast state of erythropoiesis. Okay, now let's see fate of hemoglobin. So we know because of any region, whether it's physiological or pathological, whenever RBC is destruct, there is release of hemoglobin. Okay, so obviously hemoglobin will be dissociated into two same parts, heme and globin, right? The globin will be reused, globin will be converted into amino acids again and will be reused for hemoglobin synthesis, right? And heme part is converted into biliverdin, then it is converted into bilirubin. Okay, now let's see in this image what happens then. So as heme is converted into bilirubin, albumin, which is nothing but a protein which bind with bilirubin, it is carried to liver. Okay, this bilirubin then, liver is basically doing conjugation, making it soluble in water, right? Then conjugated bilirubin go to gut by biliary secretion. Obviously the biliary secretion via enterohepatic circulation, it poured into gut, GIT. Okay, that conjugated bilirubin is converted into urobilinogen, and that is basically excreted in urine. And by bacteria, urobilinogen is converted into stercobilinogen, which is excreted in feces or fecal matter, right? That's how fate of hemoglobin occur. Then derivative of hemoglobin, we should know in which form hemoglobin can exist in our blood, right? So oxyhemoglobin is when oxygen is attached with hemoglobin. Deoxyhemoglobin when it is not attached. So oxygen liberation leads to formation of deoxyhemoglobin. Methemoglobin is when Fe3 positive is there instead of Fe2 positive in heme group. Carbonyl hemoglobin, carbon monoxide bind to iron. Okay, carboamino hemoglobin is HbCO2. Okay, so CO2 is transferred via hemoglobin to lungs, right? So in form of carboamino hemoglobin. One last form of hemoglobin is glycosylated hemoglobin, which is HbA1c. So glucose bound form of hemoglobin, free hemoglobin bound with glucose, some form of hemoglobin also exists as glycosylated hemoglobin. This is used to basically assess the diabetic control of a man. So HbA1 test is done to assess how much diabetes control a patient is having. Then functions and estimations of hemoglobin. Functions of hemoglobin, we know that it facilitates oxygen transport, it facilitates CO2 transport. Okay, so exchange of gases. This is obviously the most important function of hemoglobin. Apart from that, there is globin, which is the major part. So it also play a role as a buffer. Proteins are very good buffer in our body, right? It also transport nitric oxide synthesized in our vasculature, in blood vessels. Nitric oxide, endothelium is secreting nitric oxide, which is a vasodilator. So that nitric oxide is washed out with the help of hemoglobin. Apart from that, estimation of hemoglobin, I have made a separate video on hemoglobin estimation, but just for introduction, there are three methods: Sally's method, calorimetric method, and automatic analyzer. You need not to focus every method, but Sally's method is the most important method. So we have left only one thing, that is what are normal values of hemoglobin. So in newborn babies, it's around 17 to 22 gram per deciliter, and then infancy onward, they have less amount of hemoglobin because of only breastfeeding. So before 6 months, at 6 months we start normally weaning of child. So till that point they don't have source of hemoglobin intake, or we can say iron intake, right? So they are not taking iron in food. They are on breastfeed only. So that's why there is decrease in hemoglobin concentration. Then adult male have and female have 12 to 16 gram per deciliter. The last is pathies. So we know persistent of HbF in blood. So there is inability to form beta chains. So that is called thalassemia. Thalassemia can be alpha and beta thalassemia. Alpha normally don't occur, it's very rare. So it's always inability to form beta chains, not alpha chains. So beta thalassemia is the most common. Okay, sickle cell anemia, HB. So it lead to destruction of RBCs because of sickle shaped hemoglobin, right? So iron deficiency anemia, which is the decreased Hb concentration less than 12. Okay, so mild anemia 5 to 8 is moderate and severe, and 5 is severe anemia. Okay, so oxygen carrying capacity of blood is reduced in that. So iron deficiency anemia. So we have covered approx every aspect of hemoglobin, starting from structure, starting from different varieties of hemoglobin, forms of hemoglobin, fate of hemoglobin, derivatives of hemoglobin. Okay, so even then, if you have any query, so you can mail me on my email ID and you can comment below. Thanks.